Anymore. Sings all these walls been records of my dreams, yeah. But I won't let that be a factor anymore. If you won't stand with me, if you won't go with me, I wanna go all by myself. If you won't fight with me. Good afternoon, everybody. As you guys come on in, we're excited that you are here this afternoon. We're getting ready to get started with a conversation with my friend and my brother, Brother Alvin Garrett. Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good afternoon, rather, to all of you.
Hey, bring it back in.
But I keep on pressing, 'cause I'm not afraid. I think this is a very, very powerful opportunity and a very powerful time for us to have this conversation. The homegoing celebration for the political icon and the political leaders, John Lewis, just concluded in Atlanta, Georgia. And our forever president, 44, did a phenomenal eulogy this afternoon. Former President Barack Obama. He did an outstanding eulogy for John Lewis in Atlanta, Georgia at the Ebenezer Baptist Church. And a part of his message and eulogy this afternoon, it was talking about not only just commemorating all of the courageous, heroic acts of John Lewis, but his eulogy was about, okay, now what are we going to do next? Who are the Joshuas for this next movement? A lot of those leaders are transitioning. There is a changing of the guards going on. And the question is now, what are we going to do? President Barack Obama, he said a lot of powerful things. And one of the things that President Barack Obama talked about was how getting out to vote is one of the most powerful things we can do in the month of November and in our lifetime. Exercising our voice through voting. He gave a lot of powerful points. He gave a lot of powerful things that I believe that our conversation this afternoon is right on time to come right behind such a powerful eulogy and homegoing celebration for John Lewis. So we're getting ready to talk about the music this afternoon for the movement. There is a movement going on. Everything is changing around us. Everything is changing in our economy. Things are changing in our communities. Things are changing even in the spirit for the kingdom of God and even in the music. On all 7 mountains of influence, there is change taking place. And so this afternoon, we want to welcome you. We want to say thank you for joining us this afternoon for Music for the Movement with Alvin Garrett. He is my friend. He is my brother. And as you are coming in this afternoon, I'm going to ask if everybody, if you would please press that share button and also maybe tag a friend or two. We're not going to be on here very long, but we're getting ready to have a listening party because my friend and my brother, he has new music. He has a new EP out that I'm very, very excited about. Alvin, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm wonderful, brother. I'm wonderful.
Awesome. Man, I'm doing great. I know I was just looking at John Lewis's homegoing celebration, but I'm fired up and I'm excited about the time that we're living in. I know that we're in the middle of a pandemic. I understand that we're in the middle of great change in this nation, in our country, in our community, in our culture. But yet at the same time, there are amazing moves being made. New movements are rising up. New voices are rising up. New leadership is coming to the platform and even new music. And so what better way for us to have a discussion this afternoon in the heartbeat and the rhythm and in the pulse of great change. Your new EP is entitled The Awakening. And so for those of you who do not know who Alvin Garrett is, Alvin Garrett, believe it or not, for those of you who may not know it, he's a bassist. He's a songwriter. He's a producer who has easily constantly switched between the contemporary R&B and the gospel worlds. He is a native of Birmingham, Alabama, who was born and raised in the city of Tuscaloosa. We're not going to say anything else about Tuscaloosa, but that's where he was born and raised. We're not going to say anything else. Don't do that. 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 But Alvin came up through the Freestyle Nation and Just a Few Cats. You probably seen him and heard him before with icon Ruben Studdard. But Alvin has a new EP entitled The Awakening, which is entitled Music for the Movement. And it is featuring one of his hits on this EP entitled Something's Different This Time. So y'all, we're getting ready to hear from his new EP. We're getting ready to just really hear the pressure where God led him to produce this EP. So Alvin, tell the people that may not know you who you are and what you're all about.
Well, you just sort of gave a little bit of biographical background information. I'll say right now, man, it's about leadership. You just said so eloquently that time for new leaders to rise out, and they're having leadership, of course, from pulpits, but also in different areas where people can see, hear from God, hear and follow. And one of those things I believe is music. Music is very, very influential. And one of the things that I've been doing, like you said, going back from gospel to R&B, with this project, it's right there in the middle.
Yes.
It's right there in the middle because the people that need to hear this most, they aren't tuning in to gospel stations.
Right.
Okay. So when I use my resources and my platform, I make sure that I write my songs in a way they'll play it on the urban AC stations. Wow. Because the people that hear what is being said on this project are not tuning in to the gospel station. So that leadership, that mind, that awakening, that truth that needs to be found and heard, I feel that an opportunity to have a conversation with people through that music, and that's the lane that I'm taking right now.
I love it. I love your approach. Of how you're saying you're kind of meeting a mutual ground so that those who are not hearing the message, which we know as the gospel, the good news, where you have channeled it to where it can basically be aired on different platforms through different mediums so that those who are lost might hear the good news. And I want to applaud you for taking that bold stance, being innovative, just to be practical, to reach those that need good news, to receive the good news through music. And that's a movement all by itself. And you have a new song.
There you go.
The hit on your EP is entitled Something's Different This Time. And I remember hearing you saying that recent events raised awareness, and now is the time. And if anybody's eyes has not been open since March alone, from the coronavirus to social injustices to our political world being flipped upside down, we need God on every single platform in this season. We need hope. People need courage. People need encouragement. People need a light. And I believe that God is using you, Alvin, in this season to be a light on one of these mountains, the entertainment, the arts mountain, to relay that good news. And definitely something is different this time. And so we're getting ready to take a listen now to Something's Different This Time. Anything you want to say about Something Different This Time before we take a listen to it?
Well, I think behind this song is the COVID, right? That's what you won't hear in the song. But behind the song by COVID, and I say to people that God humbled the earth, right? In order to experience grace, you have to first access it with humility, right? So at the same time, across the entire planet, and woman, boy, and girl was humbled to realize that at any given point, I can die, right? And when you humble the earth, you can be more aware of your need for grace. Whether you can verbalize it or not, you are aware of it. Because why? You're running from the same enemy at the same time. So now what set the tone for the type of response we saw with George Floyd, not from Black people. We've been seeing this a long time. From whites. There was a different response this time. So when you hear this song, it's not necessarily talking to us because this has been going on a long time. It feels the same every time. What's different are those who normally can't see, feel, or hear what we are going through. That's what's different this time. And I truly believe that God didn't cause COVID, but through it, he humbled the earth to where neighbors started to feel each other. So when George Floyd happened, they had already spent enough time checking on somebody. Hey, you all right? You doing okay? I can die just like you today, right? How you making it? Here comes George Floyd. Whoa, how you doing? How you making it? See, you have to see the atmosphere was set through this humility caused by COVID-19. That's my perspective. And I believe that that's what was different, is that people had an opportunity to feel somebody else that they could never feel before because we were all going through the same thing at the same time.
And the truth of the matter is, Alvin, we are still going through the same thing at the same time. Everybody's trying to figure. Nobody has the answers but God. Nobody has the answers but God. Our roadmap is the word of God. That's all we have as our roadmap up for tomorrow. And so everybody is still trying to figure out life. Everybody's still trying to figure out change. Everybody's still trying to figure out what's next. And so we are so vulnerable right now in order to just try to figure out what is tomorrow, because everything is changing. Everything is different. Nothing will ever be the same again. The way we live, the way we do life, our social life, education realm, church, everything is different. And so I think that's a perfect setup for us to hear now something's different this time. Y'all do me a favor. We're talking about music for the movement. Music for right now, and we are getting ready to have a listening party. You might be at work, you might be working from home, you might be driving to work. Do me a favor, press the share button, because you're getting ready to hear some of Alvin's fresh music, brand new music on his EP entitled The Awakening. And now we're getting ready to take a listen to Something's Different This Time. Let's groove together, y'all. Come on. I'm gonna go off the screen. I'm gonna let Alvin groove with y'all, all right? And I'll be back.
This one hurts. Different. Oh, something different this time. Oh, yes, something's different this time. Oh, I know something different this time. Oh, something's different this time. Maybe it's the wind. The tears are falling down. They're falling a little harder this time. And this time they fall from your eyes. Maybe it's the way. Maybe it's the way that we all feel so breathless this time around. Oh, I don't know.
I see you, Mama Shirley.
All I can say,
I see you, Leandria. Y'all not here, but I hear you singing.
There's something different this time. Yeah. Oh, something's different this
this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something's different this time. Y'all know I'm churchy.
Maybe a change will come. People are hurting. People are burning inside. Wondering why this keeps happening. Why this keeps happening. Oh, I ask you why. It takes so long to say that it's wrong when we die. We die by the hands that should only save life. Ooh, something's different this time. I believe in my soul. Something's different this time. Different this time. Something's different this time.
Don't do that.
Something's different this time.
Come on.
Yeah. Yo, that was something different this time. Now, don't do that. Don't do that now. Yo, that was. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, that is Something's Different This Time by Alvin Garrett. Listen, I see y'all over there in the comments. Y'all like, hey, I like that. All right now. I saw y'all. And guess what? I think Leandra asked, when does it come out? Guess what? Good news. It is out right now, and you can go and download it. Alvin, tell the people how they can download your music and support you.
It is streaming everywhere on any of your streaming platforms. That's iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube. It's everywhere.
That's what's up.
And always go to alvingarrett.com to see all the latest happenings, what's going on. Got a new video site as well as on YouTube. But alvingarrett.com is always the place to find out what's going on. And The Awakening is available as well.
Okay. All right. So we're getting ready to put that up on the screen right there. You can visit alvingarrett.com for more information if you want to connect with him. Yeah. If you need information on how to download his music, it is on all digital platforms, especially for the apostolic people with Apple Music, the apostolic way. You can go to the Apple Store. You can go and download iTunes right there on Apple Music. Let's support him, y'all. Be sure to support Alvin Garrett. He is one of Birmingham's own. He's my friend. He's my brother. God really connected us even closer during this pandemic to partner together with some things for the kingdom. And I'm super, super excited about that. Many of you, you heard about the out-of-school youth program, and you guys jumped on board and you supported those efforts. Yeah. And we just want to come back and let you know we met the goal. And so we're really, really excited about that. And we want to say thank you for those of you who yielded to that information, grabbed a hold of it, embraced that opportunity. We want to say thank you for making a difference in our youth today for a better tomorrow. Now, that was Something's Different This Time. Now, Alvin, real quickly, before we listen to our last song this afternoon, y'all enjoying this? If you're enjoying this, tag somebody and share it one more time, because we're getting ready to listen to one more song. But before we do that, tell me, you said that something happened to you emotionally and even spiritually after witnessing the death and the murder of George Floyd. What happened? Tell me about that.
It was really related to what I explained earlier. It was, why does it matter now? That was my point. Because truth be told, in the same city a couple of years ago, when we saw Philando Castile get shot in front of his child and in front of his fiance, that one rocked me. You know, they all rock you, but as a father, just imagining what the trauma my children would have to live with the rest of their life, seeing me be a law-abiding citizen, seeing me do everything I can and still get shot executed in front of my child. To me, if that don't get your attention, especially if you're a believer in the Second Amendment, if you're a family man, right? I'm aware about family. The church never said anything. Certain types of church. Okay, certain types of that. What's different this time, right? George Floyd. My question was, what's so different this time? That was my question to God. Why do they care now? Was the beginning. That was the beginning of the awakening for me, was me asking God, why do my neighbors now see things they've never seen before? Why are they feeling things they've never felt before? And that led me on the journey. So it wasn't just George Floyd in particular, because there are many, many Black lives that are lost that rock my heart. Like one of my students with the Right Life was murdered, not by a white cop, but that won't hit the news. But one of my own students was murdered in Montgomery, Alabama. His name is Marjavius. And that rocked me even harder because I saw him trying to get his life together. He said, jail is not for me.
And you know what's sad? We didn't even hear about it.
Correct. And that is why I say his name. I say Marjavius' name because there's a lot more Marjaviuses out there than George Floyd's, if we're going to be truthful. I don't want to go down that road today, but there are Marjaviuses out there who say, I want to be a better father. I made my mistakes before, and I want to get my life together, who still got murdered sitting in his car, okay? And it wasn't by a white cop. So for me, that hurts, right? So George Floyd was not just about George Floyd. It was about, why do y'all care now? And that's when it starts in the heart, and 2/5 and therapy and I Am Free came to me from my inquiry to the Father above. Why are they seeing it? And that's when the revelation started coming to me. I humbled them first. I humbled them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what I love about your music, Alvin, is not only does it sound great, but it puts you in a place of where you have to reason, you have to think, because there is a message behind your melody. And that's what I believe. The truth of the matter is, all music carries a message. All music carries a message, good or bad. But what's different about your music is that it encourages you and it infuses courage to do something about what we're hearing. And so I applaud you this afternoon. Y'all do me a favor, throw some hearts on there. Let's show some love to Alvin Garrett because I'm excited about what God is doing through you and how God is using you in this season to amplify messages for change, messages for innovation, messages of courage, so that we can do something about what is going on in our country and in our world. And guess what? Even in our own community.
Come on.
All right.
That's where it starts. It starts in the heart.
In the mindset. In the mindset. And what I'm a preacher, but I hate to say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this. But I just believe prophetically that as God is going to continue to use you to be a prophet of music. And when I say a prophet of music, basically it's going to be music that is going to be strategically communicated with melody to change the mindsets of individual that the church is not currently reaching, if that makes perfect sense.
Hey, sir, this is that.
The awakening. Yes, sir.
The awakening is just that, man. When I do, as a writer, I have a process for writing songs that I actually teach to people.
Wow.
People pay me to teach them how to do this.
Wow.
I didn't even use my own process with this. He gave these songs to me.
Yes, sir.
The difference between sitting down and methodically, through intelligence and training and experience writing a song. But when he is using your voice to send a message to a certain spirit or ear, you sit back and you let him. I was used. I know the difference between when he says something through me and when I'm sitting here writing a song. It's a difference. So I I tell people I'm not selling this music, I'm telling this music. Of course, I'll make my little money, whatever, but that's not why I'm doing it. There's a message that I know he wanted people to hear. And I said, okay, I'm cool, use me. And so I'm very proud of this project because I know it wasn't done in my own power and my own greatness. You know, I was chosen. He used my voice to say the things that are on this project. And I'm very, very humbled by that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To God be the glory.
There you go. There you go.
So let me tell y'all, he has an EP out entitled The Awakening by Alvin Garrett. The information is right there. If you want to connect with him, follow him even more. We want you to support him, download his music, and y'all share. This is some amazing music. I'm telling you, you can ride down the road, listen to this. You can be cooking in your kitchen. You could be sitting around the dinner table just listening to this because it's powerful. It's very, very powerful, and it's very melodic. And so I'm excited about it. Very soulful, but yet got a little hint of church with it because it's in him. And so listen, here's one of my next favorite. I love something's different this time, but I also love I Am Free. All right, are y'all ready to hear I Am Free? If y'all are ready to hear I Am Free, I want you to throw some hearts on there. I want you to put in the comments, I am free. All right, we're going to take a listen to that. Then we're going to give some last, if you got a question, we'll take that at the very end. We're going to give some remarks, and we're going to let y'all go back into your day. Amen? All right, so let's hear I Am Free.
I am free. I ain't never asked nobody to give it to me. I am free, y'all. I am free. Ain't gonna let nobody in this world take me. Say it again now. I am free. Oh, I am free. I ain't never asked nobody in this world to give it to me. I am free. Oh, I am free. Yeah. Ain't gonna let nobody in this world take it from me. Let you hear me say I am free. I am free. I am free. I ain't never asked nobody in this world to give it to me. I am free. I am free. I am free. I ain't gonna let nobody in this world take it from me. I work too hard, I come this far. I suffer long, I got my star. The price you paid, oh, I've been set free. Y'all, I ain't gonna let nobody in this world take it from me. I am free. I am free. I am free. I ain't never asked nobody in this world to give it to me. Oh, I am free. I am free. I am free. And I ain't gonna let nobody in this world take it from me. I am free. I am free. I never asked nobody in this world to give it to me. No. I am free. I am free. I am free. And I ain't gonna let nobody in this world take it from me. No, I've been hurt, I've been burned. I've been awakened by all that I learned.
All right now.
I'll be free till he returns. I ain't gonna let nobody in this world take it from me. No. So I am free, oh, I am free. And I ain't never asked nobody to give it to me. No. I am free, oh, I am free. And I ain't gonna let nobody in this world take it from me. I am free. I am free. I am free. I said no change. I am free. Oh, there ain't nobody give it to me. I ain't gonna let nobody take it from me. I don't know about you. You have some too. There's plenty freedom for me and you. Open up your heart.
Open up your heart. Yes, sir.
That's where you find freedom. I ain't never asked nobody to give it to me. I ain't gonna let nobody take it from me. Let me say it one more time. I ain't gonna let nobody in the world take it from me.
I'm sorry. I'm churchy. I gotta go back.
I do it all the time.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I take it back all the time, Doc.
We go do this one Sunday morning.
Yes, come on.
Y'all like that?
Double clap.
Yes. Man, I love it. I love it. Y'all, come on, let's give him some love. Let's give him some love. I'm telling you, I love that. I am free. That is churchy. We're going to do that here at the Time of Prayer Church. You may have to come in and do it on live for us, man, because I love that.
And I will. And
I bless you for it. Y'all, this is Alvin Garrett. The information to support this artist is right there on our screen. You can't help but to move. Jerry says you can't help but to move. Benita says, great job. It is awesome. Listen, we're gonna end it out with this again today. I am free. Listen, I have that song on repeat. You get it on some AirPods or you put it on your speaker in your car. You're gonna be driving good. You hear me? So listen, Alvin, is there anything else you want to share with the people? Thank you so very much for coming on this afternoon. I appreciate you, man.
Man, thank you for always just being supportive and being a good friend.
Yes, sir.
And that's that is what is needed above all, is to be friends with people. It's one thing to be an inspiration, one thing to have a word, but to be a friend. Wow. And that is hard to find out here, somebody that truly cares. And I appreciate you for always being genuine, always just being supportive, not just because of what we can get out of each other, but just genuinely checking on each other. And I thank you for that. And I want everybody watching to know, if they don't know themselves, I am telling you, this is a good man, just a good friend. So I thank God for you.
Wow.
Bless you for everything you're doing, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Sir. I appreciate that. And likewise, I believe that our connection, our friendship, our brothers is a God connection. I just want to say thank you, man, I just thank God for the connection. I thank God for you. I thank God for what you're doing. And listen, everybody, whether you are watching live or you're watching the replay, I want to say thank you so very much. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in this afternoon. Today, we've been talking about music for the movement, music for this season that is carrying a message to invoke change and to create a better tomorrow. So listen, the way that you can support him, there are two ways are right there. The information is right there on your screen. Download The Awakening by Alvin Garrett on all digital music outlets today, or you can visit alvingarrett.com. Okay. All right. Vicky White says, I really enjoyed that song, I Am Free. I got some churchy folk on here right now, so I know the saints love that one. And so, y'all, it ain't long enough. You should have drove that thing about 5 minutes.
That's why you put it on repeat. That's how you get your streams up.
Yeah, got it. So I got it. I got it. So listen, y'all, this is Alvin Garrett. More than likely, we're going to be back again to talk about some more things to create some more engagement. So again, thank y'all so very much. We love you so very much. Thanks for supporting Alvin. Thank you for supporting myself. And guess what? We will see you next time. And don't you dare forget that you are free. All right? Y'all have a great day. Yes, sir. No more chains holding me.
They make you happy, man.
Ain't gonna let nobody. Yes, sir. Open up your heart. Yes, sir. Open up your mind. Yes, sir. Y'all, 30 more seconds. Just 30 more seconds. Just 30 more seconds. We going out.
30 more seconds.
said, "You keep playing it over and over."
Hey.
Like old school right there.
Now, Vicky, you better stay on the road now. Vicky said, I'm driving off the road. Hey, I am free. I am free.
Now you know I done had me several child sessions.
Yes, sir. Come on, if you're free, I want you to put in the comments, I am free. Throw some hearts on there and let somebody know I'm free. Open up your heart. Yes, sir. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'm going to get you in the studio. That's what we need to do.
All right. So, all right. Now, listen, because I can do this all day. I can do this all day. But listen, I want y'all to go and download it, and you can do it all day, all night. All right. So, listen, that is Alvin Garrett. Everybody, go and download The Awakening on all digital music outlets. And guess what? We will see y'all next time. Y'all have an amazing afternoon. All right. See y'all next time.